How did this happen? The tour, I mean.
Well, we actually have been on sort of the same trajectory for most of this year. Like, we both released a record about a week apart, and then our tours pretty much started at the same time. I mean, we both wanted to go back on tour, do another tour at the end of the year, and do something a bit more special, and bigger rooms, and all around the country. Yeah, just make it a bit more of an event. So.
And did you know each other from around when playing together before you both kind of took off?
Yeah, here and there. I mean, we're not like we haven't hung out extensively, but you know.
Yeah. How are you going to decide who headlines which show?
I've already decided it, but yeah, we're not keeping it under wraps. So.
Oh, okay. Fine.
It's a very underhanded way of
Have
getting people to
a
come down to this show.
Come on, just come get there at 8 o'clock.
Yeah. You're not saying you have a sword fight or anything? No.
No sword fights. Not even flipping coins.
Not even, like, you know, if you did have to fight, who would win out of you guys?
Well, there's more of the cops, so.
That where was he there?
I don't know if you classify it. Well, Todd. Look at me. Yeah, but Todd, even Todd though. We could probably just pick Todd up, throw him around the room.
Who said that? Not me.
Okay.
So, who, if you were stuck on a desert island with your band, who would you eat first?
Well, at the moment, Damien has the largest sort of girth, so I think he'd sustain us for a lot longer than anyone else in the band.
Is anyone a vegetarian? Would be totally fine.
No, not with us.
Alright, so you'd eat Damien, and what about you guys?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I know it is, isn't it? It's really pertinent and all bands
what
should
I
think
eat.
about it. You could get eaten first, for all you know.
That's true. What do you want, a drumstick or a wing? Like, I'm just one wing, really.
Yeah, I don't think that they'd be picking over you. The drummer is kind of meaty though, because, you know, the drummer's always, although really muscly and a little bit tough.
Yeah.
You know?
There's not a lot of fat on the cops.
I reckon I'd just have...
No, there's not.
Look, I'd probably just have a bit of a nibble on everyone, really.
So it would just be you.
That's right.
So how has life changed the most for each of you since everything went like a little bit mental?
How mental has it got? Like,
Wow.
Like, are you both doing
oh, I can't
this?
even walk down the street anymore, man. Fuck, I don't know about you, but... Well, nothing really. It's kind of changed.
It's a full-time job for both of you though. You've been able to not have to pay bills by doing a label like
Just.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't live a lavish lifestyle, but
Yeah.
we were just talking about at lunch, just going, you know, it'd be completely bizarre and unsettling for us to go back to even, you know, a full-on part-time job. Because it just... I mean, you know, it's just, yeah, you get to a point, it's just, life's changed in that you just become more focused. You gotta party and focus, you know, man. You gotta have a nice balance, but you gotta be just, yeah, you gotta feel comfortable, because, you know, so much of society's geared towards not allowing you to feel like this, you know.
I know.
Like, how dare you not have a job, full-time job?
Yeah. And what
Yeah.
happens to you when you kind of get what you want like that? Like when you've worked for something for pretty much since you can remember, you know, being 15, 16 and wanting to be in a band.
It's the most indescribably awesome feeling in the world to be able to, you know, make any kind of living off doing like your passion. You know, I'm sure anybody would say that. You know, kind of an artist or anything like that. You know, it's like 10 years like hard work for, you know, all of a sudden you kind of actually making it.
Well, yeah.
Put it together and make this look totally out of context with you going, I can't walk down the street anymore. No, I won't. I promise I won't.
She will.
No, so is it just something that kind of came pretty easily once it started? You were like, yes, I can live as a musician.
No, not at all. In fact, I don't know about you, but it almost feels suicidal when you come to realise, yeah, I want to do that as a profession, but like, what happens if that doesn't happen? Like, what am I going to do? Like,
Yeah, but it has happened. You probably don't have to look at that what if it doesn't happen question.
I know, but that question hangs over your head for so many years, you know, and
Yeah.
it's like, you know, I don't have any qualifications,
You've done philosophy.
Have you?
Eagles sitting up the back of a lecture, like falling asleep. Yeah. No, I didn't fall asleep. It was interesting, but I didn't understand. But that's what philosophy is, you know. It's like. That's right. Yeah. Well, exactly. How many philosophers have you met going out? Exactly. Yeah. It's like.
Thankfully, not many.
Yeah. Actually, that would be rather annoying, wouldn't it?
So did you?
I mean, I personally financed our first EP demos, and they're still my favourite recordings. Just about. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's funny that way.
Like, does having people backing you, does that interfere with your vision ever, or does it help you achieve what you want to get from the start?
Well, we've only been on purely independent labels, and there's absolutely no. They don't step in and go, you know, what are you doing? What the hell is this? Like, to just kind of leave us alone, you know, to do kind of what we want, you know. It's not like we're turning up with, like, you know, Kraftwerk albums and go, yeah, well, that's the thing. You know, there's a certain amount of expectation, you know. If you get signed, they obviously they sign you for a reason and they want your sound. But, yeah, I look at it, you know, they don't kind of stick their nose in unless you're kind of, I guess, on like some ridiculously large major label. They don't kind of stick their nose in, really, do they?
No, I mean, but even at that level, like, I mean, I know a manager who manages a very large band, and even at that level, there's a lot of interference. Even though they're successful, they sold a shitload of records. It's like the head of the label will still decide certain things, you know, and above and beyond what the band wants. But I don't know. I think, you know, I mean, for us, you know, we do have input from our label, but it's never kind of breaking it back over something, you know.
Yeah.
But it's kind of good in a way, because you don't get into bed with these people unless you're kind of trusting one another, hopefully. And so, you know, if there's trust there, then you kind of can deal with it.